Today I will talk about recycling in Japan. This is the guide for recycling in Japan. Let me correct this. This is the guide for Yokosuka city. Every city in Japan has different guides to how to collect rubbish. And I will show you with a few examples how to find out where to dispose certain kinds of garbage. Like I have here an old curtain with a steel string, paper, which is very normal, and what else? And some boxes here. So I will explain it to you to the best of my knowledge. I have many stories around rubbish here in Japan. When I arrived first time in Japan, we lived in a mansion close to Yokohama station. And this mansion had a building manager. And this building manager for 6 months educated me how to recycle in Japan or how to collect the rubbish in the right way. I'm from Germany, and in Germany we recycle. We are actually very proud of our system. However, I didn't expect the recycling in Japan to this extent. It's different to Germany, and I don't know how it is now today in these days, but compared to 20 years ago, I think the Japanese system looks to me a little bit more sophisticated, but that's just my opinion. There are also some funny stories to this. I read online that illegal immigrants to Japan were found out because they couldn't collect the rubbish the right way. And the neighborhood, we monitor closely if something is not collected the right way. Actually, the person who collects the rubbish, the garbage man, will go through, and if something is not right, he will post a yellow note on it telling you, hey, this is a wrong day, or this we cannot collect on this day, and he leaves it there. And it's your responsibility to take it back. We have a rotating roster in our neighborhood, so every week one of the household is responsible for the garbage place, which you can see here in this picture. And you have to clean it and maybe even take care on the rubbish which is not in the right way collected. And if it's there for more than 1 or 2 days and you don't know who disposed PET bottle with maybe the content inside, the label on it, and the lid to it, this person actually has to take the rubbish back to the house, cut this off, take this off, and dispose of the liquid. And if they are not doing it, sometimes it's the responsibility of the person who is in charge of the rubbish place in that week. When you dispose your rubbish in Japan, here these PET bottles, as I explained it before, you have to separate everything. PET bottle, the lid, and the label. I have my rubbish separation here. Here is cans and plastic bottles, plastic general, and here is the rest of the rubbish. That is not enough. So if one bin is full, I dispose the rest of the rubbish here outside. And as you can see, we have forest here, and we have to be very careful with animals. So I put here rubbish inside. In the moment it's empty because it's end of the week. And here's another depot for extra paper. It's also empty in the morning. So So here I store my paper. Carton box. You tie them together with natural material. This looks like paper, but if this is plastic, you have to take it off. Dispose it on the day for paper collection. So, and then we have the curtain, no? For this, you look in the book. So let me remove the curtain first. You look at the index, which is at the end. You look after curtain. Curtain in this case is a katakana word and translated curtain. And you go to K here. K, and here it tells you curtain, lace, and you where to dispose it. This is column 2. And it tells you where to dispose it, and beside this is in case if it's plastic. So I have to go back to the front page and take a look down here where I find this day. Basically you have to dispose the curtain on the day when used clothes are disposed. And in this case, wait a minute, that's this here. So here. Nicely to see here is how they explained how to dispose certain things. For example, the milk box. You cannot dispose it in a hole, yeah? You have to cut it open. As you can see, I have here notes because I cannot read everything and I use Google Translate to translate some of things. Some I understand, some I don't. Even here, there is a difference between a broken bulb and an intact bulb, meaning intact in this case. Maybe it's not working anymore, but it's a hole and there are no glass where people can get injured, no? So it tells me here I should place it in a transparent bag. By the way, this is the same rule also with the PET bottles. You have to put mostly everything into transparent bags. But it doesn't tell me about the day. It just tells me that I should put it out on the day of the collection of clothes. So, and I have to find this now. It tells you here that you should contact your neighborhood to find out when is the collection day, but I have never done this. I always bring my clothes out when everybody else is putting it out. I just have a bag somewhere and then I bring it out or recycle it. For example, I use it for Aoki, for suits for my husband. We always bring all the old suits back and buy new one. Let's go to the website. They have it also in English, and then you just click on your district and you can find out when they collect everything. This curtain, I can cut it off from the rail, as you can see here, but I will use the tool to dismantle it, because the curtain you still can use, and I don't know how much they use this here in Japan, but I assume they try to reuse it, so therefore I want to dispose the curtain in one piece or as good as I can. So the curtains are safe and sound and I just need to wait for the disposal day. This one is left. Metal, screws and plastic. So I have to separate everything and then dispose of it as well. I will put this metal rope, I will put it into the funengumi, which is collected twice a month. Some people are interested what to do with batteries. Yes, batteries will be also separately collected. What is also interesting, TVs, air conditioning, refrigerator, washing machine, PCs. All this can be collected, but usually you have to pay a fee for this. Same is with furniture or other things. So I just have a brief overview here. As you can see, futons, furniture. So all this needs to be separately disposed, and they tell you here about the prices. No? What we have here? Yeah, electrical toothbrush, hair dryer, radio. Yeah, so everything is separately listed, or as you saw before, in the index. You can find it in the index here. This you have seen. You see, little pins and nails, they belong into the special gourmet. Broken flower pots, rubber boots, thermometer, drinking glass, coffee cups. Yeah, I think I covered all. Oh, by the way, this green net is protected against animals. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the little like button, and I see you next week Thursday again. Tschüss!